I was really hoping to make some bank this year. Oh, I got a burp. I look so festive in this sweater. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra, and today we're going to be doing a video on my vision board that I made for 2020. If you like these types of videos, I have more content that's related to fashion, lifestyle, and self-development, so feel free to subscribe if that sounds like your thing. So you might have seen my vision board in my room makeover video, and 2019 was the first time that I decided to make a vision board for 2020. And of course, a lot of things changed because of this year, but regardless, a lot of things still came true for me on my vision board in some unexpected ways. So I'm really excited to go through them and just talk about what happened this year. Also, I've decided I will be making a vision board for 2021. So stay tuned for that video if you'd be interested to see a lot of my goals and the things that I want to accomplish in 2021. So here is my vision board. It's pretty small and there's definitely edges coming off of the pictures. I could have done a better job in creating this vision board, but I kind of threw it together quickly for 2020. So we're just gonna go through some of the things that are on here and what manifested for me and what didn't. And really quickly before we get started, I just want to talk about how I use this vision board. So for me, I use it to remind myself of the goals that I want to accomplish throughout the year. And I look at it every single day and just try to think about what I can do to accomplish these goals. Now, I don't expect anything to just come to me through the universe or anything like that. I really try to implement my own goals towards getting the stuff on my board done as well. So one thing that is heavily featured on this vision board is money. I put money signs here, here, and a check here. I was really hoping to come out of 2020 a little bit more financially stable than I was in 2019, and luckily that really did happen for me this year. I definitely wasn't expecting it just with everything so negative going on, but I am really happy to say that I have a much stronger financial backing going into 2021 than I did going into 2020. So another thing that I put on my vision board was 10K followers on Instagram. I actually photoshopped my follower count to say 10K, and unfortunately that did not happen this year. I ended up taking a break from my photography account for a little while, so I ended up not posting nearly as much as I normally do. I didn't really necessarily expect to get 10,000 followers, but I am hoping that I can set a pretty reasonable goal for next year, hopefully to achieve a different follower goal. So I put this photo of Peter McKinnon here on the board just as an inspiration for me to take more photos and to enhance my photography style. And luckily this year I really got some great photo opportunities and I'm really proud of the work that I've been able to do. I hope that next year will bring even more opportunities and that I can enhance my photography style even more. So another thing I had on my vision board was different career goals of mine. I put creative director and also this picture that says dream job ahead. And though I didn't expect to become a creative director this year because that takes usually a lot of experience and a lot of time working for an agency, I just figured that putting these larger goals would help me to focus more and think more about the type of career that I want. And luckily, I actually did get hired pretty recently. Nothing is finalized, so I won't talk about it too much here, but I am really happy to say that even just a couple days ago, I did find a job that really does suit what I am aiming to do and also allows me to incorporate some other skills that I'm trying to work on, like my photography. So I'm really happy to say that that did come true for me this year, and I'm super excited to get started and to tell you guys more about it eventually. So as you can see at the top of my board, I put the word peace. I wanted this to be at the top because I wanted it to be an overarching idea for the year of 2020. And now, although 2020 wasn't necessarily a peaceful year by any means, I do feel like peace came to me in the form of inner peace. I really feel like this year, out of all years, I have come to accept myself more and be at peace with my decisions. One thing that's always been a big struggle for me is my body. I've always been really focused on how my body looks and exercising and trying to make something bigger, make something smaller. But it's been really great this year because I feel like I've finally just been able to accept my body as it is in a way that I've really never been able to before. And that was one of the greatest things when it does come to peace for me, is just making peace with myself and making peace with my body and just being really grateful for what I have. Now, moving to the other side of the board, I have a lot of things that are related to time management. I put a clock, I put this quote that says, this is the key to time management, to see the value of every moment. And then I also put this Venn diagram that's more kind of about career related things again. It's just a Venn diagram explaining that the perfect career for you is one, that which you love, that which the world needs, that which you can be paid for, and that which you are good at. These were some overarching topics that I wanted to think about this year when it comes to finding a career and also just regarding time management. Now, when it comes to time management, I have improved in some ways, but I definitely could be better in a lot of ways as well. So I'm hoping that going into 2021, now that I'll have a bit more of a routine, I'll be able to better manage my time and to be on time consistently. So a couple other pictures I had on my vision board are of meditation down here, yoga, and reading and writing. And I haven't really gotten into meditation this year. I have tried, but I just haven't really found a way to do it yet that sticks with me. So hopefully I'll try to get more into that and figure out something that works. But as far as reading goes, I actually read 4 books this year, which doesn't sound like much, but for me is pretty much a miracle because ever since I started school, I pretty much stopped reading for leisure. So now I've been able to read a lot more, and I'm hoping to carry that into 2021. Another thing that manifested for me in a really interesting way is actually through yoga. So I started doing yoga more this year, but it was really crazy because I ended up becoming friends with someone who is a yoga teacher. So because of her, I've been able to really fall in love with yoga and do it a lot more than I did last year. And so that was really crazy for me. I wasn't expecting to meet someone who teaches yoga and become friends with them. So that was one of my favorite parts of 2020. So moving now towards the bottom of my vision board, I have this ear piercing photo right here, as well as this phone photo that says phone alone. So this was a reminder for me to be on my phone less. And unfortunately, those two didn't really happen for me. I did not get any new ear piercings as I had hoped to. And as far as being on my phone less, I tried maybe for a month or so where I wasn't on my phone as much, but being in quarantine and not working for pretty much the whole year has definitely made it hard to not constantly be on my phone. So that is, again, another thing that I do hope to carry into 2021, to not be on my phone all of the time. And another thing I had put is less is more. Again, that was related back to the phone and just being on my phone a little bit less. But I do really want to embrace the idea of less is more. So the very last thing on my vision board is actually just this word souvenir. So this year I was supposed to go to Germany to finish up my classes, but obviously I couldn't do that. So I had put that on my board, hoping that I would be able to find a really cool souvenir in Germany, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Hopefully I'll be able to make it to Germany in the next couple years or so. Overall, I'm really glad that I made this vision board. I think that if you are a visual person, it really helps to have something like this to look at every day, just to see your goals and to try to remind yourself what you can do to achieve them. Now, of course, this one isn't the most aesthetically pleasing, but you can do this however you want. I've seen some people do it with Polaroids. So there's really anything that you can do to represent your goals. Feel free to go ahead and do this. I think it's really powerful and it just really helps you to be able to see your goals. And I'm just so happy with it. And I'm really surprised on how many things actually came true for me and how many things manifested for me in the year of 2020, even with everything that has been going on. I can't wait to make my vision board for 2021, and a lot of the goals that I have for next year are related to YouTube. So if you like the content you're seeing today and you want to see more like it, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will have a video up soon regarding my vision board for 2021, and I also have an exciting new series that I'm starting here on this channel, so feel free to stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye.